Agree with David Pepper that the current auditor is, I think he said, mired in the muck of partisan politics or playing political games with the state budget situation.
We're ready to roll, aren't we? I don't want to get into a verbal back and forth with the auditor. I don't think that would be helpful. I think David expressed his opinion, and it's his opinion, and he's my candidate for the office of auditor. I think he'll be a great auditor. I think he's well prepared. I think he has the right kind of commitment to this state, and I look forward to campaigning for him and with him during the coming months.
Did you want somebody from that area of the state on the ballot?
I wanted someone that I felt was highly qualified and competent to be the auditor. I've been impressed with David since he early on got involved in the Hamilton County politics, and you know that's an important part of our state, and I think it's good to have someone from Cincinnati and Hamilton County on the ticket. But that was certainly not the primary criteria that I looked at as I was trying to convince him to run for auditor.
Was he your first choice?
He was my first choice and my only choice.
Governor, anything new on the budget front? Anything coming up on that you think the difference with the Republicans coming in? They're talking about the estimates, the numbers, and they want to use they're saying they want to use the numbers
which is, you know, I mean that's their option. They can use the same estimates that the House used if that's their choice, and I would say that that's their option. So I don't know for sure exactly what they'll do, but we want to stay in communication with them. I have said to Senator Harris on more than one occasion that this is a big problem. It's important to our state, and if I can be helpful, I want to be helpful.
What's the process now for drawing down the rainy day fund? Are you going to ask for legislation before the end of the year to take care of that?
Yes. If in fact the rainy day fund is the solution to our shortfall, and I think reasonably it is, then I would seek the authority from the legislature to use that resource.
Is that something you have to do soon?
I don't know that we have to do it soon. I don't think there's any.
Sometime before June 30th?
Sometime before June 30th. That's right. That was a very astute observation.
Thank you, Governor. Governor, there's a lot of discussion right now that given where we are, there's no choice but to look at finding additional sources of revenue. Do you think that's right, that we have to start thinking in terms of where do we find additional money?
I think the problems we face are problems that can and should be dealt with through a cooperative, bicameral, bipartisan interaction. And that's why I've said that I remain ready to sit down at a table with those who would like to discuss these issues with me in good faith to try to find adequate remedies. I have said, and I believe it's a valid observation, that raising taxes in this environment would not be a wise course of action. But I'm willing to sit down and talk to members of the Senate, members of the House, both parties, or anyone else. Quite frankly, including the auditor, if she wants to come in and talk with me about ideas that she may have. These are serious circumstances we face. I think we can get through them. My goal has been to deal with the circumstances that we are confronted with most immediately, while working on those things which will bring future prosperity to our state. Some have said that my thinking is too optimistic. Well, perhaps it is, But I can tell you that the optimism that I feel is based on the experiences that I'm having. I left the office about an hour ago, having met with an individual whose company is seriously looking at Ohio for major investment. As I think I told you earlier, I was at a wind conference in Chicago a few days ago where over 20,000 people registered, where Ohio had a big presence. I met with another business person last evening that is hugely interested in pursuing investment in Ohio. There are admittedly embryonic signs, but definite signs that this recession may have hit bottom and that we may be finding ourselves in a position to start climbing back toward prosperity. What I'm trying to do in the meantime, and I'm talking about over the next few months and years, is to keep this state functioning, to protect our investments in education, to not allow this recession to so discourage us that we make decisions that could be terribly harmful, even crippling to this state, and would keep us from fully participating in the coming recovery. There is a recovery that's coming. And so that's what I'm trying to do. I am willing to work with any individual or group who may have ideas that are superior to mine. The Senate is now considering the bill. Maybe they'll come up with some great ideas.